Hey, it looks like we're streaming. I see the green light and we're good. What's going on, guys? It is Ty's Worlds TV. How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a good one. Hope you guys are good. Um, y'all came last week, yo. A couple of y'all came. I really appreciated that, man. So I'm more likely try to do streams more on Saturdays. I know we're not gonna have a chapter for a minute. At least for the next week or two, I think. So, I wanted to talk about topics outside of the manga. So, anime onlys, y'all are welcome to come in. Okay. I might be spoiled here or there, but I'll let you know if anything. But first off, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Last week we just reached 500 subs. And that was my goal from the beginning of this channel. For those of you that been here for the longest time. Thank you guys so much for making that happen for me. 500 may not be a lot for other people. I know people, were like, nah, I want to celebrate in the 1Ks and up. Cool. But to me, I feel like if you got 500, you halfway there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's showing that what you're doing is working, and I think that you guys like pretty much what I've been doing. So I really appreciate that. And that's why I try to work so hard to make it entertaining for y'all and make sure I enjoy it too. Howdy Zoni, what is up, man? How you doing? Thank you for coming to the stream. Nah, 500 is a lot, bro. Thank you, man. And that's what I think too. I think it's hard to make 500 subs. Like it's hard to do that. Like you gotta be on your shit. It's either you gotta be on your shit or you gotta have something that nobody's doing that or doing something that nobody's done before. You know what I'm saying? There we go. That nobody's done before. I'm doing good, Zoni. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much, man. How you doing? Are you okay? Are you good? You had a good 2024, man? Cause we almost there. We almost at the end, y'all. About to get to 2025. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it's hard to do that. So again, I really just want to thank you guys, Zoni, and all of you guys that's been subscribed. Thank you so much. Okay. I do want this to be a successful channel. I do want to get this high as I can. You know what I mean? I do want to make this a career. You know, I love doing this. I love, talking to you guys about the things that I love. You know what I mean? I love talking about One Piece, especially, you know. And it's crazy because One Piece, believe it or not, One Piece was something that I didn't even like. Um, because I started watching One Piece on Four Kids. That's when I started. At that time. And I didn't like it because I didn't like the dub. So I was like, nah, this looks stupid. I think I had gotten to the point where he was fighting Buggy with Zoro, and I was just like, this is stupid. Get this out of here. I'm done. But a couple of years later, when I was in high school, a good friend of mine was like, yo, get on that One Piece. That's fire, especially when you get to Eni's lobby. And this was my dude back in the day. So if he said something was good, it was good. I bet. So I started One Piece. I got past the buggy thing, and then I couldn't stop watching. Couldn't do it. Like I was literally think mind you, this was my senior year of high school, so I didn't have that much work to do in terms of work. You know what I mean? So I was watching like yeah, 8 episodes a day. You know what I'm saying? And I caught up pretty quickly. So and that's history is that's history. Dhoni, I am doing good, bro. Thanks. 500 people is like wait. Thanks. 500 is like imagine like ten buses of 50 people knowing you, bro. Oh man, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, Sony. Same here. I started watching it Wano Rooftop. Now I'm done with it. Oh, that's what's up, man. It was crazy. I'm supposed to give y'all a Wano review. Things have happened and things have changed. So I was trying to get a group of people to do it, but it ended up not being that way. So I might just end up doing that by myself or with Buggy. I gotta see when he's available. For those of you that don't know, Buggy, whenever we would do reactions, he would usually be with me, but he hasn't as of like a minute. Because he got his own stuff to do, and we also have another channel too. It's called Geek Stars. So we react and talk about comic book movies, regular movies, stuff like that. It's really cool. I'll leave the link in the description down below so you guys can go into it. All right. Now, now, but like I said, guys, I like I said again, thank you so much. I can't even. I know it's a lot for me to say that. I mean, annoying maybe for me to say that, but let me tell y'all something. If it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be getting 500 subs, man. So I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. Whew, that was a mouthful. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. Actually, no, we got two things to say. One, it was reported that Frankie's voice actor is retiring due to health concerns, if I'm not mistaken. And listen, you got to look out for your health. Okay, it is 2024. People are dropping like flies because they're not taking care of themselves. So I need to do it too. I'm starting to do that. But guys, I need y'all to do that too. And listen, he got to take as much time as he needs, man. If he got to retire for it, so be it. Because I mean, even like the recent Wino episodes with the Frankie actor, you can kind of tell his voice is kind of like strangling a little bit. So yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. So I'm glad he's getting the time off. I'm glad he's thinking about his health, and I really wish him well. I don't know who they're gonna replace him though. I wonder if they're gonna make it sound the same. I wonder if they're even gonna like touch on that. Same. I started watching it. Oh yeah, it's there. Yeah, none of my friends want to watch One Piece with me, but I'll be in the Discord servers and live streams. Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Um, see, the thing is with One Piece, what intimidates them is the amount of episodes, but they don't. They won't. I don't know how to explain it. It's really not that much until you get into it. Because I'm telling you, when you get into it, the way I think about it is, it's always a new episode. You don't gotta wait a week for the newest episode to drop, especially if you're a manga reader. Listen, listen. It's a manga reader and an anime watcher. It's tough to wait for your favorite episode to get animated or your favorite piece of manga to get animated. So it's like watching a new episode every week. You ain't really gotta wait, crucially, for that episode to come. It's always gonna come, no matter. And you got time. You know what I'm saying? So that's how people need to start looking at it. But again, I get it. The episodes kind of intimidate people. I mean, it's 1,000. Well, what we going? Like damn near almost 2,000 episodes. Excuse me. So I get it. I really get it. I really get it. Um, damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Shoot. Much love to Frankie voice actor, bro. I wish him well too. Yeah, man, I really wish him well. Hopefully he gets to rest. Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure he got like bread. I'm sure he got money from that too. So he needs to rest. Oh no, I remember I was saying. So I don't know who they're going to replace him with. I hope he sounds the same as Frankie. I don't know if they're even going to acknowledge it in the show. But I've seen other shows do that with a different voice actor. I've seen it, so we'll see. True, I hold him. Wait, true, I told him now that there is a 6 month break that he can catch up. Yeah, exactly. You can catch up in 6 months. You literally could. You literally could. If you watch maybe 4 episodes of sit down, you good. But you know what too? The other thing of it too with One Piece though is like, and I'll admit this is the truth. It is kind of zany in the beginning. It is kind of like, what the hell is this? It is. It is. When you get to like, um, I was trying to figure out like when is it like really gonna be like, oh shoot, this is real. Uh, Fisherman. I said Fisherman Island. All along Park. When you get there, that's when that for some people that's like, oh, I'm in. For some people, that's where it is. For some people, it's uh before that. It just depends. But there's always going to be, because that's the thing. It's just it's a lot of episodes, especially in the beginning. It's a lot of episodes, and you're not even towards the end. We're still not towards the end. We're like damn near 2,000 episodes in. We're still not even to the end. So we get it. But like I said, just like for y'all watching, Zony YouTube, just encourage them like, yo, just think of it as a new episode every new episodes that you don't have to wait for. If you tell them like that, sell it like that, I think they'll be more inclined to do it. Now, speaking of episodes, right? So for those of you that don't know, I have been rewatching One Piece. Now, I I never rewatched it from when I caught up, because I think I caught up around college. That's when I caught up, and I've been like on it ever since. So I never went back to look at it because I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, I ain't rewatching all them damn episodes. It's too long. But I think when we got like the beginning of Egghead in the manga, that's when I that's when I decided to go back and watch, because there were so many things I overlooked that I didn't even think. I didn't even There were things that were brought up in Egghead that I didn't realize were brought up before, and even things that I didn't really pay attention to, that I'm like, oh wait. For example, um, Blackbeard invaded not Wano, the Drum Kingdom with oh my gosh, what's his name? Wapool's country, before he got kicked out by Luffy. Blackbeard was there with his crew before Luffy and them. I never knew, and it was never touched upon why that was. What was he doing there? What was he looking for? And we still don't know. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And then also, I realized during, because I never watched it, during the pre-time skip, when everybody got separated by Kuma, Robin went to a place where when they were building this bridge that's been 700 years in the making, and you don't know where it goes. That's important too. So stuff like that is like what I'm talking about. Like stuff like that is like, oh shoot. Those are stuff that I missed that I didn't, again, I wasn't paying attention to. So it's crazy. But also, so I just finished Whole Cake Island, right? And Whole Cake Island is one of my favorite arcs because it has one of my favorite fights in that whole series. Luffy versus the GOAT, Katakuri. Okay. This is still my favorite fight of all time in One Piece. Um, much respect to Kaido versus Luffy, Luffy versus Kaido. Um, this is still the best fight for me. Still the best fight. Still the best fight. And it it's so many reasons why this is still my favorite fight of all time. Zoning. I told them just start with Egghead till Elbaf. then they'll help you finish. Cause to be honest, I skipped some episodes here and there, but I finished it within too much, and I've been watching it for almost 3 years. But see, here's the thing though, and that's why I was just saying, like, there were some things that there was some crucial information that I skipped over that I didn't know about till like I got to Egghead and stuff. So gotta be careful about that. But yeah. Yeah, Luffy versus Katakuri. Yes, yes, this is still one of my favorite fights of all time, man. And I wanted to talk about it today, as a topic because this, and I rewatched it. I just finished it. Right, it still holds up. It's still one of those fights where it's just the bee's knees. It's one of the best fights of all time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Right now, I am a Katakuri fanboy. Okay, that's my dude. He is one. I don't even think of him as a villain per se, because really, if you think about it, the villain is Luffy. If you think about it, because how Luffy went into their territory, beat with the help of Nami, beat his one of his siblings, right? Then disrupted the wedding. Then put hands on his mother. So when you really look at it, yeah, you're the villain, bro. You're the villain. Hey, one serious question, Zoni. How strong do you think Cat is compared to others? Where would you put him? Yo, that's a good question, man. I should do a top 30 list of the strongest people. And I was gonna do that, but I was trying to do that in a group. I may not get to do that, but I'll see. Yo, Zone, that's a good damn question. I think he's stronger than Dolphy. That's for sure. He's definitely stronger than Dolphy. Definitely stronger than Dolphy. His hockey is so great. And then honestly, this is Katakuri is the archetype of where Luffy is now. Luffy is where he is now is because of Katakuri, because of what he was able to do, right? That's why he had to stay and fight to improve. Because um I feel like Kaido, Luffy, Katakuri, even Blackbeard to a degree. I think they're really the only and Lucci, I'm sorry. Lucci and Lucci and the giraffe dude. Dang, I forgot his name. But y'all know who I'm talking about. I think they're the selective few that are able to incorporate hockey into their devil fruits and enhance them. You know, because when you see Katakuri uses his hockey to enhance his devil fruit. With observation hockey, he uses it to see into the future of where attacks are gonna go, so he can use his body. So he uses his body to Kaku. There we go, Kaku. Thank you, Sony. Um, to dodge attacks and make him look like a Logia. So he can be a Logia now. And then he enhances his hockey, his armament hockey to where he incorporates it with his devil fruit, and that's why his arms are bigger and it's enhanced by hockey. So it's more solid. That's why when when he hit Luffy with it, and Luffy tried to match him hand by hand, his hand was hurt. And we've never seen that before. So yeah, like Otto Curry, honestly, he's in the top 20. I'm not gonna say top 10. I'm not gonna say that yet. Because there's other people that's way stronger than him that we don't even know about. But according to the ones we know about, I would say he's in like the top 15, maybe top 10, maybe, maybe. Top 20. I'm comfortable to say top 20 because um, and of course, on top of that, he has conquerors high. On top of that, and I could be wrong, but now looking at that fight again, I think he was using conquerors in his hits, like Luffy did, like kind of like Rio. I guess you could no, yeah, like incorporating conquerors hockey in its hits. And that's what I've noticed. But the thing with Oda is like he's very inconsistent with that sometimes, and that's a criticism I'll give him. He's the king of writing. I'll give him that. But sometimes he'll do things, and it's kind of unclear what it is, especially with hockey. Those who have conquerors or using conquerors in their hits. So uh I'm assuming that Katakuri was using conquerors in his hits, and so was Luffy to a degree, because I saw a lot of the black lightning, and that black lightning is like conquerors, you know. But then you see other ones who have like the little sparks, but they don't have conquerors, so it's very confusing. But we're gonna just assume that it's conquerors until I'm disproven wrong, and if I am, that's fine. So I would definitely put him in the top 15. Top 15. I'm sorry. I would definitely put him up there because let me tell y'all something. His endurance is insane. He was literally superior to Luffy in every way, maybe except stamina. But his strength he was stronger than Luffy. He was fat as oh. Mm. You know what? I'm gonna say he was as fat. I think they were the same fast wise, because if it wasn't for if it wasn't for his observation haki, I don't think he would have dodged certain attacks. So mm, I'm gonna say equally they were the same speed. But Katakuri was spamming observation a lot. So I'm gonna say they were both the same speed wise. Endurance wise, they durability wise, I felt like they were the same. Um hockey, of course, homie Katakuri was superior to Luffy in hockey, of course. Um Stamina, I'm gonna have to Luffy has this slight edge because he had to really drag on that fight for him to kind of quote unquote win. And I'm gonna get to that in the end. Nah, to be honest, Luffy technically didn't break beat Cat for me because he was nerfed himself. You yes me about this. Yes, thank you, Zoni. You my boy, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. And you could have say Oda nerfed him insanely the same way Luffy got one shot by Kaido in the first fight. I would say Cat is still stronger than Luffy than that Luffy. Yes, I was gonna get to that, but yes, thank you. I wholeheartedly agree, and I've always said this. I don't count this as a win for Luffy. I don't. I don't even count Kaido as a win, honestly. But strictly, strictly with Katakuri, I don't consider that I don't consider that a win. I don't. I don't. You know, and that's one of the things I do hate about this fight. That Katakuri had to be nerfed in order for Luffy to have a slight chance of winning. Because even when you look at that fight again, even with that, Luffy was still getting his ass whooped. He was doing a little bit better, but he was still getting his ass whooped. Um, because Katakuri was just that strong. You know, he was just that strong. And and that's one of the things I really did hate. I really hated that Oda did that. Like I know Katakuri is a very he's a warrior. You know, he's a what do you call it? He's a fair warrior. You know, he's fair. So I get why he did it, but my thing of it is even warriors like Katakuri, they wouldn't do that. They're not doing that. Like I'm not going to gravely injure myself so we can have a fair fight. I'm not doing that. You're gonna have to do that to me, Playboy. Now, but I get why he did it because you know it was interference by I can't say the word because you know YouTube, but that crap ass Flampe. I hate her with all of my passions. But if it wasn't for her, he wouldn't have gotten hit. So I get that part. But I would have just like bandaged it up, and then we gotta keep going. Or just let him go. Like I'm not gonna fight you, and you're like weak. No, but I'm glad the fight went the way it went. But still, it's just like, and that was my issue with Luffy after that fact. Like it's even with, and that's why I kind of don't like the Kaido fight like that because once again, Luffy's fighting someone he has no business fighting at his level, and he has to, and a villain has to get super nerfed for him to win. Kaido was hurt, and then I have issues. I mean, I had issues. I had people arguing with me about this too. Kaido was lifting up Onishigama. That was zapping his durability, his stamina too. Now he was able to fight everybody, yeah, but he was still getting tired. He fought 15 people in one night. And he wasn't fighting no weak people. He was fighting strong people. Luffy 4 times. Yamato. He didn't beat Yamato, but he was about to. It was gonna lead to there. And Yamato is somebody that has conquerors. So it's like, and that's why I had an issue with Luffy being actually when he got called Yonko, I had an issue with it because he's not on that strength level to be a Yonko yet. He's not. He's not. You know? And I'm glad we had this Katakuri fight because it proved that. Like, yo, you're not that strong. You're strong. And I like what Rayleigh said. He's like, yo, I'm gonna train you for these 2 years of haki, but you're not gonna learn everything. You're not gonna be able to beat everybody. Like you strong, but you still need to get stronger. You need to fight stronger people to get stronger immediately. And that's what he did. And I'm telling you, yo, like, and that's what I love about Luffy. Much as he's a trash ass captain, don't get me wrong, but he is still strong as hell. I mean, uh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He's strong as hell too, but he is badass, and he showed it in this fight. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna keep going." Dude took Brule and left, right, and then came back. And Katakuri was like, "Yo, why'd you even come back, bro? I mean, if you ran, nobody would blame you if you ran." And Luffy was like, "Nah, bro. I want to be the king of the pirates. I have to beat you." And they give respect points for me. And yo, and that's what I love about this fight too. This fight was just men, testosterone, men, bro, men, men getting it on, bro. We're gonna see who the best, man. And it got to a point where it wasn't even about protecting Big Mom at that point. It was just like, yo, I'm having a good time. My man was Vegeta. He's like, yo, I'm having a good time. Okay, let's keep going. But you ain't shit. Kyle Curry made that clear. Like, yo, you ain't shit. I'm having a good time. I don't think you as weak as I thought you were, but you still ain't shit. So, what I also loved about this fight too is Katakuri did something that no other villain has done. He's not a villain, but no other, let's say antagonist, no other antagonist has done, which is underestimate uh his opponent. A lot of why Luffy wins his fights, especially pre-time skip, is because people were underestimating him. So they really wasn't taking him seriously until he was getting their ass beat right at the end. You know what I mean? So this was somebody that was not taking him lightly. He's like, yo, I'm not taking you lightly, bro. I'm gonna whoop your ass. He's like, I'm killing you today. You ain't seeing past tomorrow. I see your future. You ain't making it past tomorrow. So, no, but it's true though. Like he wasn't playing with Luffy. Yo, Luffy tried to go Gear 4 the first time. He was like, shit out of here. Like, what? I'll let you power up. Why would I do that? I'm not doing that with you. You die today, bro. And then put the whole thing on him on top of him and try to suffocate him. What's up, Bugs? How you doing, my guy? I know you did not say Luffy was a trash ass guy. He is a trash. He's not was. He is a trash ass captain, especially in Whole Cake, bro. You can't sit here and say this nigga was not trash ass captain, bro. We're supposed to be on a sneaking mission, bro. Soon as he get there, he gotta fight Cracker. Soon as he get there, he telling oh, what's his face? Puddin'. Oh, we on a sneaking mission to get Sanji back. Man, stop playing with me. Then on top of that, he literally got dog stomped by Sanji purposefully and was staying there until Sanji came back. And this dude had to fight a whole army and drag Nami into it. He's a trash ass cat. I love him. Don't get me wrong. But that he's a trash ass cat. Nah, with trash, I think he means just like a kid, to be honest, hard headed. And I get it. Yeah, like that exactly. Like he's not who I would call a captain. Like he is the strongest one on the ship. Yes, but he is not a legit captain. I don't really see him as a. He's not a John Luke Picard from Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Like no, he just was like, yo, I'm just because you got to remember he is like and like Zoni says he is a kid. He's like I think he's like 18. Yeah, because I think when he left, I think 2 years ago he was 18. Yeah, when he started sailing, he was 18. So he should be 19 now. He's 19, and he's out here as the captain of the ship. Man, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. Now that messed up my whole damn flow. But nah, I'm just joking. No, actually, I remember. So Katakuri was not giving Luffy no like leeway. He was just like, "Yo, I'm whooping your ass, and I'm gonna make sure I make this very difficult for you." And he did. He showed him he wasn't, bro. Them first couple of episodes, it is crazy because I was a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I think it was a week ago. I was showing Buggy the scene where Katakuri um was copying the Gear 3 attack and was just beating the dog shit out of Luffy. Like and then it got to the point where he had all of these hands come up and he did like I don't even know what he called it. I think he did all those he did like 100 Gear 3 attacks and just pound the shit pound the hell out of this dude. Pause. Like pound him like a side of beef, bro. Like and it's bro, whoop yo. And it was hard to watch too. It was hard to watch Luffy get his ass whooped consistently in that fight, bro. It was hard because he was getting knocked around left and right, bro. Like, damn. Especially when he did that. I don't know what you would even call it. Like when he launched all of those hands on Luffy, those big hands on Luffy, he was done. And then for whatever reason, he just landed in doggy style position. He just that's how he landed. I was like, it's kind of weird, but okay. Oh, but I also wanted to speak on that too, bro. Let me tell you something. Zoni, bro, had Luffy bouncing off the ground with his mother. He's just like, and that was my thing too. How is he still alive? That was on other plot shit too. I wasn't feeling because I'm like, yeah, ain't no way this kid would be alive. Ain't no way. Yes, you could say that he's rubber, so he can take more damage. Sure. But they had haki in a lot of those hits. A lot of those hard hits, he had haki. So I don't understand how this kid got hit. I have to do a roundabout because I didn't really count how many Katakuri hits Katakuri did. I only counted with Luffy. Katakuri, I would say roundabout made 1,000 punches, hit him 1,000 times. He should have been dead. He honestly should have been dead. There ain't no way you hitting this kid 1,000 times with haki and he should be alive. And there ain't no way. He's hitting him with haki. Stay alive, bro. The hits I was seeing this kid get, nah, son, nah. He be deader than Goku. Running the snake wave. Nah, bro. He be chilling with King Kai right now. Getting trained to use the Kaioken. Okay? Luffy with Kaioken would be fire, bro. Mix that with his Gear 5. Ooh. People would say this too much to wait. People would say this too much. Category glaze NP with that. But for me, it's just I respect Katakuri so much in One Piece. Yeah, I respect him too. I respect his warrior spirit. I respect that, he doing for his family, bro. I respect, what really got my respect from him? When he injures Luffy, when he impales him with the mole, right? On his side. And he finds out that Flampe helped him do that. And he didn't see it. He went up to Flampe and he said, "Shut the up. If you gonna laugh at him, you gonna laugh at me too." And then and you know what? I didn't catch this before. He hesitated before he took off his guard because he has, now seeing in the backstory, he did that for uh oh my gosh, for Brule, right? So he didn't want anybody to see what he looked like because none of his youngest brothers and sisters knew what he looked like without the guard. So he hesitates before he takes it off. And I was just like, damn, damn. And then Flampe with her stupid self, just like making fun of him and then her side cronies making fun of him. So then that got me mad because I'm like, don't make fun of this dude knowing y'all can't beat him. Really? So yeah, that's when I really respected him. And then when he said, when he apologizes to Luffy, basically, it's like, "Yo, I'm sorry. That's not me. I should have seen that she did that." And then Luffy, in exchange, was like, "Yo, don't worry about it. It was my fault. There is no fairness in the pirate game." Ooh. And he says epically, like, "Yo, I don't see you. I don't see you as just trash anymore. You're not that much trash." And then Luffy says, "Yo, thank you so much, bro. But I'm still gonna whoop your ass though." Ooh, fire. NP means no problem. Okay, got you. By the way, okay, thank you. I would say Cat is there with King and Queen. I don't even like King and Queen. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. King disappointed the hell out of me. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Disappointed the hell out of me. Um, maybe. And I'm not even. I'm putting like dislike to the side. I'm just doing it based on not being biased. Um, Probably, yeah. I would say that. I would say that. Because the thing about me is, I feel like the Big Mom Pirates are more impressive compared to Kaido's pirates. And I'm not talking about Kaido himself. I'm talking about like, his the Toby Ropo and all of that. I'm talking about like as an art. Um, when it comes to like territories and army, I feel like Big Mom's people are more impressive because literally, mm, and maybe that's not fair to say because not all of the Straw Hats were in Whole Cake. So it's not like, and they didn't have an army either. They were just like, it was just six of them. So it's not like they had a lot of people. compared to Wano. So I can't sit here and say that. But I feel like just as a group collective, I feel like the Big Mom Pirates are more impressive. Um, but yeah, I guess you can say that because Luffy never fought with King of Queen, so I don't know how much stronger they are. I mean, but King is in Lunarian. You know what I mean? So and Luffy. No, you know what? Because this is where I got mad at Luffy too. I got mad at Luffy because he was out here getting destroyed by Apu and oh, what's the lady dinosaur name, bro? For the Topiroko. Shit, I gotta look it up. Let me look up shit. 'Cause I forgot her name. I felt like when he was having trouble with them, I was like, he not on that level yet. Topiroko. Dang, hold on a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Can't believe I forgot her name, bro. Uh, was it who's no? Utili, there we go. When Utili, oh, thank you, Zoni, thank you. When Utili, when Luffy was struggling with Utili and was about to go to Gear 4, I had a problem with that because I'm like, bro, you about to fight Kaido. Kaido is above anybody that's below uh the roof. Well, maybe I don't know. Well, Big Mom was up there too with Kaido. But yeah, it was just like, bro, you're no. Like this is the problem. If you having trouble with Utili and a pool. Now, mind you, a pool they didn't know what a pool's ability was, so I'll give them that point. But Udally, you having a problem with Udally? That's a problem for me. I get she's a zonin, I get all that, but let's be honest, zonins ain't really what they've been hyped up to be. Okay, I'm gonna save that for another video. I'm gonna save that for another video. But they're not what they were cracked up to be. You know what I mean? Um, but still, Cat is there with the top tiers of the first come with the first division commanders for me. He gonna be in my top 30 list for sure. I don't give a fuck what it. Sorry, what anyone else says, but he's strong. Yeah, I mean, no, he is strong. He is strong. And again, putting bias aside, I would put him up there with um um King and Queen. But with Queen, it's like the only thing that really gives him powers is Devil Fruit. Let's be real. He's a zoning, a modified zoning. And that's the only thing that really gives him any credits. You know what I'm saying? King, cool. I give you that. I give you that. So yeah, I'd put him up there for sure. Sure. Um, man, you said Helena. That got me is I never knew how to say it. To be honest with you, Zoni, I never knew how to say it. I always said Utili. I never knew how to say it. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how to say it, please let me know. It's great. I never knew how to say that. But nah, just getting back to the fight, man. I really did love this fight. I love that. One of the things I really loved was the flashbacks with Rayleigh and him trying to get observation hockey. And then when you saw him trying to do it, starting to do it, that was hype for me. Mm. And then you saw Katakuri started getting picked. that was the funniest shit. Because I remember specifically one scene. Um, a homie came with his version of Gear 3, and then Luffy countered with the Gear 3, slamming their fists together. And Katakuri's like, no, you didn't. And then he had detached from it and then just went up and kicked him. Like, or some smuggling zero shit. Like, shit out of this kid, bro. So that was pretty dope. I really did like that, man. Yeah, man. There's so much that I love about this fight, man. Oh, how could I forget? Snake Man. Snake Man is one of the coolest forms of Luffy's that I love. I love Snake Man, bro. Snake Man is my joint. You know what I really love about Snake Man, and what I really love about that fight too, till we get to the end. I love that. I don't know if Luffy thought about that in just now, or he thought about that or at the time, or he thought about that during the pre-time skip. But I like how Snake Man was his answer to Katakuri's observation haki. Because it's true, even if you fight somebody that can see the future, I've seen this in animes. A lot of it. You know what? I seen this in Yu Yu Hakusho. For those of you that don't know, Yu Yu Hakusho, when he what was it? The Chapter Black saga. Yusuke meets with one of the psychics who can read minds. And Yusuke is like, I bet. I'm gonna throw a right punch at you. The dude reads his mind, he's like, he's gonna throw a right punch. I'm like, why would you tell me that in person? Like, you know I'm gonna dodge it. So he says, all right, whatever. Yusuke throws the punch. It was too fast for him. So to me, with that, he had to go faster. He had to be faster. And when this was the crazy part. When he goes to Snake Man and he does his attack first, and then you see Katakuri dodge it, even though it's fast. Then you see him come slow motion, and then but you see Katakuri block his cheek with his haki. Yeah. It's like, whoa, where did that come from? Whoa, what is going on here? And then and then it just goes from there. And that was crazy, bro. The way, oh, and then it got to a point where you see Luffy hands are chasing Katakuri with in first person view. Like that was one of the best episodes of One Piece, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Whoo, man. And that oh my god, that end fight was insane, bro. Hey, but you know what I didn't notice? I didn't notice this before. And I'm mad I didn't notice this before. So y'all remember at the end when Katakuri and Luffy get into their final hits. So think Homie had Burning Mochi and Luffy had the King Cobra, right? Now, Luffy hits Katakuri first, and Katakuri misses the attack. But I didn't notice that. I didn't notice he missed the attack because Luffy hit him first. I didn't notice that. So that was a dope detail that I missed. Um, and then yo, oh my gosh, the fact that even after that, they both fell, and Katakuri fell on his face. Fell stomach first. Dope. But then when Luffy gets back up, deep out, Katakuri stands up again, and I'm just like, oh, he about to go at it still. And then they had that conversation about when you leave, if you leave, what like what is your plan? And he says, yo, no, he said, yo, no, I'm sorry. I think he asked something like, if you leave, are you gonna stop Big Mom? And Luffy says, yeah, because I'm gonna be the one who's gonna be the king of the pirates. And then Yokata Kori just says, oh, okay, so you can see that far in the future. All right, bet. And then he falls on his back. Willingly falls on his back. That was the moment I respected him forever. Because he's like, all right, bro, I'm gonna give you the win. But the best thing that happened after that is that Luffy is dumbfounded. He's like, oh, wow, okay. He takes the hat off, the black hat, right? And he puts it on his mouth. Because he knows that Katakuri is, uh what's the word? Dang, what's the word, guys? He's uh he feels a certain way about he feels a certain way about his mouth, so he covers it. I was just like, damn, respect. That's what that fight was, just respect. Zoni, bro, Katakuri observation is so advanced that whenever he dodges, especially in Snake Man, he had to put it in slow motion. Oh, for real? No, there's a point where Luffy, I think he did Black Mamba, and you just see all of these hands just coming out, kind of like how you see in those ancient movies. When they do back in the day movies, the Sword and Sandals, where they shoot up in the air and everything falls down. So that's how the Black Mamba looked. It was just coming down, just raining with hands. And you just slow motion, you just see Katakuri just dodging, dodging, dodging. Then he slips. And then all of them just start coming in at the same time. And you see him about to get hit, but then he goes back into his the mochi form and then just gets up out of it. Oh, that was so dope. That was so dope. Zoni, bro, imagine Katakuri transformation like Luffy's gears, but with mochi. Oh, but he really did not need. He don't even need to do that. He was that powerful to where he was strong as any gear that Luffy had. He didn't even have to do that. I felt like if he did have that, Luffy would have lost automatically. He would have lost. Yeah, but that was the thing though. Katakuri was so strong. Luffy could only hurt this dude in Gear 4. He could only hit him in Gear 4. He could only do that. That was the only way he could hurt this dude. And oh, I like that too when Katakuri gets pissed and he doesn't use his observation haki and Luffy uses that to an advantage. Then he goes into Gear 4 and he starts hitting Katakuri. Now he like, oh shit, oh. Now he felt them hits. He was like, all right, bro, I gotta calm down because he doing too much. That was really dope. But that just goes to show you that even if he's in Gear 4, it don't mean nothing. Yeah, it's still gonna hurt him, but it doesn't mean anything because he's still gonna he's still gonna hit you, bro. Especially with his observation hockey, it's over. Nah, even better. Whoa. Imagine Katakuri with advanced armament and advanced conquerors, bro. Yo. Felt like he was using conquerors hits though. You could have sworn he was, but let's just say he wasn't. Oh yeah, Luffy would have been. Though. Ain't no way he was winning that fight. Ain't no way he was winning that fight. Oh yeah, I know. It means advanced conquerors high. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, he's not. He's not. like I said, Luffy shouldn't even win that fight to begin with. I don't even think he won that fight to begin with. But but Luffy. Not Luffy. Katakuri. At the end of the day, he is what Luffy needs to be in order to travel these seas and fight these powerful people. Because even when you saw him, son, this is where I knew he wasn't ready, bro. Luffy goes Gear 4 bound man and attacks Big Mom. Big Mom blocks her, faces her hand in haki and blocks it. Smush this kid away, and this kid went depowered back to the base form, and he was like knocked out for a good couple of seconds. He just wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Even like Big Mom was like, "Oh, you trying to go to Kai? Worse than me. Good luck." So that's how I knew Luffy was not ready to be no Yako. Yeah, Luffy getting packed up for sure. Yeah, if homie was getting packed up with regular armament, with stronger armament, he is not. Luffy was not gonna make it if he decided to hit Katakuri. If Katakuri had advanced Katakuri, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. I'm trying to remember anything else that I remember. Um, hmm, I think that's really all I remember from it. Yeah. So like at the end of the day, y'all, this is still my favorite. This is still my favorite fight of all time in One Piece. I wish Zoro had more fights. That's what I wish. I wish Zoro had Luffy levels of fights, and that's why I was so disappointed with King because I thought King was gonna be the Katakuri for Zoro. That's what I thought, and it ended up not being that. And it ended up Zoro having a time limit, which makes it even worse when he beat, King. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that. Zoni, speaking of Kaido, bro was more nerfed than Katakuri. He fought 21 characters while holding up the island, which for sure takes stamina while fighting Luffy. And killing him 3 times is crazy while holding back. See, this is what I have. This is what I keep bringing up in social media. People keep saying, I don't know if this is kids, I don't know, but these guys keep saying that Luffy and Kaido were neck and neck, and I'm like, no, they weren't, not at all. Like and I don't even go as far to say, and I've said this before, even on this channel, I've said this too. Luffy did not win against Kaido, not really. I'm gonna make a whole video for that too. I think I did make one a while back, but I'll make it again. I ain't got no problem with that. But nah, Luffy. I mean, Katakuri. Oh my gosh, Luffy did not win against Kaido. He didn't. This man, let me tell you something. Like Zoni said, Kaido was holding up Onishigami. Wild, fighting against 21 people. And these weren't weak ass people. They were strong people. Okay? The Azuka Nine. Luffy, Zoro, Killer, Law. I guess you want to put Kid too, I guess. I guess. Um, and they all hurt. 4 of them hurt Kaido, especially Luffy. And then on top of that, he fought Luffy 3 more times. And then, mind you, 2 of them, Luffy died. The Luffy one, he could have died. The other one, he did die, almost. Because remember, he launched them in the water. And if it wasn't for Law, true, he would not have. He would not have even gotten back to that fight. So there's that. And then, but you know, I can't count the other one because the CP0 member is the one that held him back, that interfered. So I can't even really add that. But I will say that in that exchange, Luffy would have still lost. He would have still lost. So I mean, you can count that. I to be honest with you, I still count that. I would still count that as a loss because he would have lost either way. And then when you get to Gear 5, Kaido allowed Luffy to use the Barajenga or the Onishigama fist. That's what I usually call it. If it was, and again, he allowed him to do it. He said, "Yo, there's nothing you can hit me with. I'm good. I done fought 21 people the whole night, and I'm Onishigama. You're not gonna hit me as hard as you think you're gonna hit me." He allowed him to do it. I was wrong, but he allowed him to do it. So, and this is what I'm saying. Like Oda, and Zoni is right, and I've said this too. Oda had nerfed Kaido more than Katakuri, bro. And that's what I was hating because I need to see Luffy on his own 2 feet fight someone and win without any interference, without any assistance, without any plot. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. I feel like Kaido versus Luffy. I like that fight. great moments, but it don't. It's not comparable to me in terms of like Luffy versus Katakuri. I still feel like that's the better fit to me. Zoni Kaido just couldn't keep up with Luffy's awakening because his attacks were bounce of or just Luffy using Toon Force shit. Trust me, in the same Luffy and Egghead without the Toon Force or awakening Luffy would still lose. I don't care. I'm only going to agree. I'm only going to disagree with that first part. Yeah, Kaido was taken aback by the Toon Force, but when he when he started figuring it out, Kaido got back the advantage. He got back the advantage because when he started figuring stuff out, he was like, "Oh, so that's how that works." Okay, and he was beating the shit out of Luffy again, and then that's why Luffy had to go and do the boomerang gun. He had to do the biggest attack he could to put that man down. You know, yeah. Without Gear 5, I don't think Luffy still wouldn't have won, even with Rio. I don't think he still. I do agree with that part, Sony. I don't think he would have won. But again, like I just disagree that Kaido couldn't keep up with Luffy's awakening. I think he did. I think he did a pretty good job. When he started figuring stuff out, he started doing a good job, you know. And then that's when he started to take the fight again, you know. But that's the thing. Kaido was the strongest. And you know what? That might be my next week topic on how important Kaido was. Because honestly, Kaido was one of the most important characters in One Piece because he is the one that told us haki is supreme. Haki is king. Yeah, it's okay if you have a devil fruit, that's cool. But haki's where it's at. And he's right. And he has continued to be right. And Egghead, if anything, proves that Kaido is right. If you want to survive the new world and if you want to become king of the pirates, you're gonna have haki. Now again, I don't know how many people right now are watching that read the manga, but you see a certain character we've been mentioning all along, and we see his haki, and his haki is out of this world. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Nah, no problem, man. I respect everyone's opinion. Of course, that's the thing. We can disagree. That's cool. It is what it is. But I mean, you still gotta respect people's opinion, and I'm glad you do, bro. And me too. Listen, you have a different opinion than me. That's cool. Fine, but just be respectful of it. That's it. That's it. Um, you know what, guys? I think what time is it? Because I gotta go in like a few minutes. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got to go. Okay, we got to go. Well, Zoni, thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. And my boy Buggy, thank you for showing up. I'm gonna hit you up in a few if you're still watching. Thank you guys for watching as well. I really appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Please comment on the video as well. Did you like this segment? Did you not like this segment? How did you feel about Katakuri versus Luffy? Well, even that. Which fight would you rank Luffy versus Katakuri at? So let me know in the comments down below. And what is your favorite fight of all time in One Piece? Let me know. You know what, guys? I might do a best fight in One Piece. Um, I might do a top 30, but I'm gonna have to break that up in like I gotta break that up though, because I can't do all 30 in one sitting. I don't think I can do that. But I definitely do want to do that, and I definitely want to do like the top 30 strongest people in One Piece. I definitely want to do that at some point as well. But y'all might get that next year, because I really have to I got to do my research and really do that. Sorry, I meant I couldn't keep up with Luffy's goofiness. Mind he could keep up with Luffy's speed and whatsoever. Gear 5, he was still holding up the island, trying to keep Momo from. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Exactly. I definitely agree with that though, for sure, for sure. Because I really want to do a top 30. Yeah, I am thinking about you know what, I might do that. Um I just have to think about it because it's a lot of characters and I really want to be like very thorough with it. I don't want to just put it on based on just pure, what's the word? Um Bias. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be very accurate, so I have to make up my mind with that one. I have to do some research with that one. But yeah, I still been talk about other stuff too, so don't even worry about it, guys. And guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for coming through. Zoni, thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. And guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Deuces, be safe, have a good one. See y'all later.